But they can't force me without my will.
They'll get a duty of care told you after, so they can.
Okay, we see about it. But the funny part about it is like, you guys are always saying to me, oh, just ignore these people. These people are always going to basically back off. I've been waiting for 6 months for you guys to stop these deliveries coming to my house. And it seems like in my books that you guys are not really interested in helping somebody like me that doesn't do nothing to nobody.
No, but see if people are getting deliveries sent to your house, there's not a great deal police can actually do about that, because what happens if, say for instance, you fancy a takeaway one night and you want to get a delivery to your house, and then that's all been stopped because then you're a bit snookered in that regard.
But to be honest with you, I don't deliver from these pizza deliveries and shit like that. That's down to I'm into like really good.
See as it stands just now, our primary concern, obviously we've got a duty of care for you. You've taken medication and drink, you need to get you assessed. Right, so try to be helpful for you and cut out the wait that you're going to have to go through. We take you down to the hospital and get you looked at. That's the most important thing, given our duty of care. You've obviously made comments we want to try and help you with. So do you want to try and work with us and we can get you seen?
Yeah, just
make sure you're alright.
Just wait for the ambulance to come out. I already waited before.
We also don't know that the ambulance will actually come out. That's another thing.
We'll potentially like to speak to you on the phone and they'll probably instruct you to make your way to the hospital if you can, which we're offering to assist you with. And it's simply because obviously you've made mention of the quantity of drinking tablets you've taken.
I actually genuinely don't give a fuck. Do you know what guys you've done to me?
I've never dealt with you personally.
Do you know what your coppers did to me?
No, I don't.
I'll show you. Let me show you what you guys did to me. Yeah?
Again, we've never met before.
Beating me and stripping me inside the cell and abusing me about 6 times. And you really think I'm going to stand there listening to you guys basically beating me?
No, we're not beating
you. So let me ask you a question then.
Okay.
So why is it okay for them police officers to beat the shit out of you in the cell?
There, so I don't know what happened.
I never said that you was there.
I'm just answering your question. I don't know what happened on that occasion, so I don't know.
So do you think it's right that they do that?
No, I don't know the situation.
There was a woman crying in the cell, and because she was crying in the cell, they went in there, right, and punched her up. The doctors come out and she says to the doctors, oh, these people beat me, and he totally denied it. It's a corrupt. I've been to prison for 3 weeks. I've been to prison for 2 days. I know what it's like.
Well, see, right now, our primary concern is to make sure you're alright, so that's why we're here and that's why we want to get you down to the hospital.
I'll wait for the ambulance. I always do. I don't go out. I got paranoia for going out.
Well, as I've said to you, I don't know an ambulance is definitely going to come.
They will.
Yeah. I can't guarantee you that.
Just for our calls, they only have to get an ambulance. Yeah, Roger, no referring to extradite. We are here speaking with the male. He's safe and well. He has taken a quantity of tablets and alcohol as mentioned on the incident. We are trying to speak to him to see if they're from his.
I really don't give a fuck.
See, at the end of the day, you phoned us because you want to help, yeah? Yeah, you phoned us because you want help?
Yeah, I want to get out of this shit.
Okay, so we're trying to help you. But see, for us to help, you need to cooperate with us as well.
I cooperated last time.
Well, you're not cooperating this time, is what I'm saying.
Well, it's nothing you can do. You basically got to let him buy me in my actual house.
Yeah, but see, if you didn't let me in, I'd have kicked your door in because I've got a duty of care told you after you.
You need 24 hours for that, by the way.
No, I don't.
You do?
No, I don't.
24 hours?
Nope. See, if there's a concern for you, I can put your door in.
24 hours?
Nope.
It is.
No, it's not. I know for a fact it's not.
I know my law.
No, you clearly don't.
It's 24 hours to get an actual warrant.
I don't need a warrant. That's what I'm saying.
Why didn't you need the warrant then?
See, when you phoned us saying that you've taken a quantity of tablets and alcohol, I can force entry into your house to make sure you're alive.
Would you replace the door?
It would be down to the housing. Get a joiner up to repair it, because our primary focus is to preserve life.
I don't care about life no more. Because don't know what I look at. Don't know what I look at life. It's a sham.
Right.
Everybody in this world is always out to fuck people over.
Fair enough. Have you got any other friends or family or anything here in the area, or anyone you speak to?
Yeah.
No. Nothing. It'll be clinically 3 hours over the phone. So what do you normally do? Who do you normally speak to if you're feeling this?
I speak to myself.
Right, okay. Good. You were mentioning you had a partner earlier on, or a girlfriend, is that right? Do you not speak to her?
Not really.
No. Do you speak to her on the phone or anything at least?
No.
No. So we don't have an update for ambulance coming. They're still obviously trying to go through it. And like I said to you, for yourself, obviously, to cut your waiting time out, we're happy to take you down to the hospital.
I ain't
Get you
going
looked
nowhere,
at.
mate.
Eh?
I'm staying here.
Right,
They
okay.
will
What's
come.
your reason for that? Why do you not want to go down to the hospital? Because
Because
they're going to come out and tell you to go down to the hospital anyway,
I
get
do
your
want.
week taken.
I want.
Right, okay.
I
And
know
obviously
that.
the comments you've made as well, so we'll obviously want to make sure we can help you with that. So what's your reason for not wanting to go to the hospital and wanting to wait them? Because if you're saying you know how it works and what they do, then you know it's quite a lengthy waiting time. Do you know what I mean? So what's your reason for it? If you don't mind me asking.
You will never understand, mate.
Right. I'm not saying I understand, I'm only asking. Just to see.
So a lot of shit going on in my life at this moment is a bit...
You feel like it's getting a bit much now? Aye. Well, that's why we're here to help you. As best as we can, given the phone call you've made to us.
I get so many, basically, people coming to my door threatening me.
Right?
I'm a quiet person.
Right, okay.
I don't want...
And these people at your door, do you know them? Or do you know who they are, or why this is happening?
No, it's delivery guys, the pizzas.
Right, and is this through your social media thing you're saying? As a result of that? And what happens when people come to the door?
They just
So
basically
gain deliveries?
They demand money off me for no reason.
So is this deliveries that they're assuming you've made but you've not made, is that right?
No, I didn't make any deal.
Do you know who it is that's making the deliveries for you?
I've got a number on the actual, on my phone.
Right. Who is it?
His name is Jack Norris.
And who's he?
Don't
Don't know.
The stupid bastard left his number.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I will tell you guys something, right? I'll tell you guys something, right?
Yeah.
This world that we live in right now
Mm-hmm.
is corrupt.
Right, okay, what makes you think that?
What?
What makes you think that?
Because everybody's out for everybody. They want to basically abuse them and say to them, you're doing wrong. Even though when you do right, these people will always say to you, you're wrong and you're this, you're that. At the end of the day, who are they to criticise you?
Right, okay. And do you think that a lot of this comes from your channel or whatever it is that you do? Is that we see a lot of that? Do you never try and come off it? All these people who are hiding behind keyboards, you know what I mean? They're not worth listening to.
They're worthless.
They're not worth listening to, is what I'm saying.
Aye, they're worthless.
Aye.
I've ignored them for the last couple of weeks.
Right, okay.
Do you know what they said to me tonight?
What did they say?
Would you go over your balcony and jump over?
Right, okay. And is this for your social media stuff?
Mm-hmm.
And for you, obviously, as a person, can you come off it?
I've been doing this for many years.
What, your channel stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Right, okay. And is that something that you do? Is it just a hobby? Right. I mean, if it's making you feel like this though, is it not worth taking a break for it? Or stopping it?
Mm-hmm.
Would you not try it though?
Yeah.
You ever taken a break from it before?
No.
No, why not?
Because it's addictive.
Right, okay. Fair enough. Might be worth trying to get off it and see if that helps you feel a bit better and trying to stop some of this stuff going on.
The things that they said about my girlfriend and the things that they said about me is just shocking.
What sort of stuff was that?
You don't want to know, mate.
Well, I do, I'm asking you.
Apparently, I sniffed my girlfriend and my sister's knickers, crept into a kid's room and basically watched them sleep. That's the kind of shit that they come out with.
And I take it, I mean, I'm assuming this is all anonymous comments for people online that you don't know.
Yeah.
See, firstly, just don't listen to that nonsense, and see if it's making you feel like this. You should just come off it. Surely, how you're feeling now is more of a priority than what your channel is or your YouTube thing is.
It's just a number at the end of the day.
Eh?
It's just a number at the end of the day.
What do you mean?
You're a number, and I'm a number.
Aye, well, I mean, I don't think that's quite the case. But what I'm saying is, see how you're feeling now, and how you're obviously quite down about it all. Surely, that getting better and trying to make yourself feel better is more important than your channel.
Do you know what? I'll tell you the truth. I don't know what I want in life.
Right? Nothing at all. No plans at all for the future. Where you want to go? What do you want to do?
I got plans, but I haven't got the balls to go through with it. If that makes sense.
What would you like to do? What would be your ideal?
I'm a cook.
A cook, right? And why don't you follow that?
Because I don't like to be judged by other people.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you listen. You just need to don't share people's judgment. That doesn't matter. You do what you think's best. You do what you think's right. Like I say, all these folk is commenting and stuff, nonsense. You need to just kind of ignore it.
Whatever's going to make you feel better at the end of the day. Whatever's going to make you feel better at the end of the day is what you should be going for. You need to be on the one priority.
Back in England, I was a landscape gardener for 14 years.
Yeah.
And I was working every single day doing my shit that I was doing. I was working flat out from 8 o'clock in the morning till about 10 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
I destroyed a house. It was a mansion owned by a Formula 1 guy.
Right.
And when we took the actual flooring out because their doors were hanging, right, we found a big massive well in the actual flooring. And it was lucky me and the mate didn't go through it. And it took literally 7 seconds for the rock to basically hit the bottom of the actual well. We had to cover it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, for safety. But the museum came out and said that we want to actually as a museum thing.
Aye.
When did you stop doing that? When did you move here?
I moved here when I was 31 years old.
How old are you now, sorry?
34.
34. What did you move over to Scotland for?
For my girlfriend.
Right, okay.
I was a famous broadcaster before I lost all my subscribers. I had 135,000 subscribers.
No.
I was getting sponsored by a lot of people.
What was that for?
Gaming.
Is that the channel you're doing just now?
No. We've got to start from scratch.
Right.
What kind of game are you doing?
H1Z1.
I'm not a gamer, so I can't tell you what that is.
Well, that was a point. What was it? That's what's the word? A pointless extra. What was it? That was a pointless exercise.
What, that question?
Aye.
Well, I was more meaning I was expecting that Fortnite or whatever it is that gets played. I don't know, but aye.
I think
Twitch
that's
streaming and all that kind of.
I think that's a load of shit. Fortnite.
Is it?
What's your game? What's your go-to?
What do? I like to do like Division. I'm into Division and stuff, realistic stuff.
Right, okay. Is that better?
It's to do with the world has ended and you got to basically restore it all.
Right. Is that what your channel and stuff consists of now? Still gaming stuff, aye?
Entertainment, a lot.
Right, okay. Well, listen, I mean, it sounds like good what you're doing, but at the same time, it's also making you feel like rubbish at times.
But to be honest with you, I could be doing a broadcast, right, and somebody will actually deliver a pizza to my door. If you look at my fridge, I showed you.
Rice or whatever in there.
Rice and fowl.
Aye.
I didn't pay for it. I just says to him, I've told your boss, do not deliver to my door about 50 times. And I says to him, if you deliver to my door again, I'll just take the actual delivery.
Right. So
and I phoned up the actual company, the boss, and says to him, did I not tell you? He goes, yeah. I said, I'm not giving it back to you. He said, oh well.
Well.
It's harassment. I've spoke to my lawyer. They're harassing me.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I'm not that kind of person. I'm quiet. I stay in my flat. I do what I need to do. You know what I mean? I'm not a nasty person. I don't care no more. Do you know what? I've lost everything in life. I've lost family. I've lost my sister. I've lost everything in life. I'm here in England. They haven't spoken to me
So is all your family down south? You up here yourself and they family up here? No. Do you not talk to them on the phone or anything, or go down and see them?
Once or twice in a blue moon when they want to know information about you. That's it.
Alright. Why is that? Is it COVID or just different reasons?
Just different reasons.
Is it? What about your partner up here? You're saying you moved to Scotland for your partner, you must be quite close to them surely. Aye. Because just you said earlier on you don't speak to them on the phone and you don't see her, but...
How often do you see your partner?
Pardon?
How often do you see your partner?
Don't know.
Not that often.
It's what is what, nah.
So, see as it stands now, we're waiting for an ambulance to contact us back, so we just need to stay here with you and see what happens. But like we said, whenever they come out or they phone you, they're going to want you to go to the hospital. So if at any time you want to change your mind, then we'll take you down. That's ideal. We'll get you seen and make sure you're alright.
Speed up the whole process for you.
We've also been here before, so we need to remain with you, alright? Until we get you seen. Given we've got a duty of care to make sure you're safe and well.
And when we go down to the hospital, we'll still be there as well.
I just need help.
Yeah, so that's why we're trying to help you. That's why we want to take you down to the hospital. But, yeah, you're obviously going through a lot of stuff right now, which is hard on you.
I've been abused up here. I've been attacked 4 times.
Right.
I got 4 court cases coming up for these people just assaulting me. Some guy came into my stream 2-3 days ago, stole all my vapes. I trusted him and he just basically just walked out laughing.
So, obviously you're saying you just want help. See, the first step in getting help, it would be going down to the hospital tonight. And I know you might not want to, but see, at the end of the day...
How am I going to get back?
Police will be with you the full time.
To and from.
We'll take you to and from the hospital. We need to stay with you because, again, you've got the duty of care, so cops will stay with you throughout your duration in hospital. And then they'll bring you back here and make sure you get home safe. That sound like a plan?
I need medication. I need something.
Yeah,
the
so
medication.
that's why we want...
The medication, I'm having a basically nervous breakdown.
Why don't we go down to the hospital? That sound like a plan?
I'll just wait for the ambulance.
Again, you're going to be waiting a long time. See, the sooner you get down to the hospital, the sooner they'll be able to help you. Be able to look at your medication, see what changes you can make to it, see if they can do anything to benefit your way of living.
But that's the point. My medication is down in Raybury Street.
Right, okay.
When I phone them, do you know how long it took them? I was in Scotland for 3.5 years, yeah? It took them 3.5 years to get my records all the way from basically England. And they still didn't give my actual medication that I needed.
So see if you go down to the hospital, they're the best place to give you the medication that you need.
So do you need it and they can also give it to you at the hospital to the time it's necessary. We can't seize cops, we now can't let you take any medication, we can't give you any medication. But it's going to be like that until an ambulance comes up. See if you go to the hospital, they can assess you, they're medical professionals. And make sure you're alright. See if you need something, they can sort it. And like my colleague
I'm
said,
supposed to be on... I'm not a very good sleeper. I'm supposed to be on Valium to keep me sleeping at night, and I'm supposed to be on antidepressants called Silic something. I'm on quite a few medication, ADHD tablets. They're not working.
Right. Well, obviously you're going to need to speak to somebody then. You know, if it's a doctor or a nurse, and you can tell them this stuff.
How am I going to go all the way down there, yeah?
So we're going to drive you down.
No, wait a minute. How am I going to go all the way down there, yeah? And to be honest with you, I can't get back.
We will take you back.
What I'm saying is we'll drive you down. We'll then remain with you until you're seen to ensure you're okay.
Yeah.
And then should you be released for the hospital, we'll bring you back to your house.
We wouldn't leave you in the hospital or leave you to get your own way back, because if something happens to you then that falls on to us. So we will stay with you and make sure you're safe through the duration of time outside until we can bring you back here.
Do you know what? It's just pathetic.
What is?
All this shit. I've been putting up with this now for the last 6 months.
Yeah. Well, maybe the best thing could be just to get out of the house for now. Get a bit of clear head from the house, because obviously it's the deliveries that's kind of affecting you just now. So if you get out of the house, it kind of removes you from that environment for the time being.
I don't want to go to the hospital, but
Right, well,
I'll go outside to basically just
wait,
chill out kind of thing.
wait. We can't let you just walk about. We need to, if we're out the house, we need to take you to the hospital.
Huh?
We can't let you just wander about. We need to take you to the hospital. But as I said, we'll be with you the full time, so you're not going to be left on your own. You're not going to be left without a way to get back. And I think it would probably do you some good getting out of the house. That sounds like an idea.
Well, I spoke to my lawyer. My lawyer told me to basically just wait until the paramedics come. And he's a good lawyer.
See, obviously, if you spoke to the lawyer, see at the time, let us know taking tablets and drinking stuff and mixed it all in.
He knows what I'm like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Obviously, we've got a duty of care, as we mentioned, and the sooner we get you seen to make sure you're alright, the better for you. And you're obviously saying you need help, but see, for us to start that process, you need to make sure you're physically fit first. Do you know what I mean?
What are you thinking then? Down the hospital? Then what plan? No, I personally promise you we will. It won't be us for the duration, it'll be different cops that will come over if it's a prolonged period of time. But police officers will stay with you for the full time you're in the hospital. I don't work 20, I don't know how long I'm going to be at the hospital for, so if you're there for a couple of hours, we finish at 7 o'clock, so if it's kind of 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, we need to be other cops that are down there, but 2 police officers will stay with you. And they won't leave you short for getting back.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go for it.
Right. Every day that I wake up, yeah,
Yep.
I think it's going to be a new day, new start. First thing that happens to me, right, when I wake up, I have massive panic attacks, anxiety problems. I'm suffering from about 50 panic attacks a day.
Right.
The doctors don't know why I'm basically going through that kind of position at this moment. They can't figure it out. It's draining, it's tiring.
Yep.
I'm actually drained. I haven't slept for about 10 days. And you guys lock me in prison for false allegations. That's what I don't get. Lock me in prison for false allegations because I never done fuck all. It's funny because when I go to court, I get away with it because I never done nothing. I've seen what you guys done, not you. I've seen what you guys can do in jail to people. Fact, that's nasty.
Well, I'd like to think the two of us have been decent with you and we're trying to help you. We're not going to abuse you or however you put it. We're trying to get you help and try to get you down to the hospital. You're not in any bother, you're not going to end up in prison, you're not going to get arrested. You just want to get you seen to because you've obviously taken quite a heavy dosage of medication coupled with the alcohol. Could be affecting you even if you might not feel it. We need to get everything checked over and then we need to get you the help that you're wanting as well.
Do you know, I had a guy coming into my flat, right? I treated him like a brother. The first time he came in here, he decided to steal my vape. And the next day he came back and he said, "You mean to do it?" On Christmas Day, he was in my house, sat there. I went to the toilet and he stole my vape and everything off me. I walked out to the house laughing and I was thinking to myself, what? That's fucked up. How much respect do they have for people at the end of the day? They haven't got no respect for no one. Today's generation hasn't got respect for police. You got little kids basically telling police officers to, excuse my language, fuck off. And you can't do nothing about it because they're minors, you know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just pathetic. There should be a law against that, right?
Right.
Where's their mothers? Where's their mothers to basically say, yo, respect. I remember my nan used to say to me years and years ago, she said, when you meet a woman, make sure that that woman you treat her with respect, because that could be the only woman in your life that you'll ever have in life. Fact, and I treat my woman with respect. I ain't a cheat, never cheat on anybody. I'm down to earth. Sick of it. Doesn't matter how good you are to people, people always shitting you from a height. And to be honest with you, I'll be honest with you right now, yeah. Every time I go out to town, I always give basically homeless people about 50, 60 quid out of my pocket to make sure that they got food in their actual belly.
That's nice of you.
No, it's not nice. It's called basically giving back to the community.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
That's good. Not everybody does that. I mean,
Do you know why they don't do it?
why do they not?
Because they're scumbags. Because they think that they're better than other people.
Yeah.
I don't believe that kind of shit. This world that we live in, you got Boris Johnson, you got basically President Putin, you got Donald Trump running a country. Think about it. They don't even know how to run a country properly because they are not actually owning that country. They are basically speaking to a higher person. Like NATO. NATO doesn't own them. It's other people that own them. Bigger people that we don't know about. Fact. Are they going to basically Iran, Israel? Do you reckon that's going to happen? Nah. I think it's just false information.
Yeah, how do you feel about coming to the hospital, Wes?
Huh?
How do you feel about going to the hospital? Like I said, we'll stay with you, and you get brung back. We get you checked. That's the important thing.
I've been told by my housing officer that I've got to stay here. I phoned my housing officer today, just now.
Right, see,
that's
irrelevant.
That doesn't mean anything.
The housing officer can't tell you to stay here if you're medically needing to be seen and make sure you're safe.
You need help from the hospital right now because of what you've taken.
Yeah, but I want to basically stay here at this moment to basically make sure that the ambulance can come to my house and I'll be happy with that.
That is looking unlikely at the moment, to be honest with you. I don't think an ambulance is going to come out.
They've informed us they're going to triage you over the phone potentially, and then that call will then ask you to go to the hospital. Given the fact that we are here, we can assist and take you down.
Yeah, we
If you're on it, do it now.
out the waiting part
Exactly.
and get you down, get you treated, get you back quicker. See, the longer it takes you to get down, the longer it takes you to get back.
So as you want to work with us, and we'll get you to the hospital. We'll stay with you. If you need brought back, we'll bring you back.
Get you into a bit of a different environment, get you out of the house, maybe clear your headspace a wee bit. Sound like
I get people coming up my door about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning
Mhm.
asking me for fucking drugs, and I don't take drugs.
See, with that kind of stuff, you just need to ignore the door. Don't open it, don't speak to these folks.
So let me ask you a question. If I have about 50 deliveries a day, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, obviously, you've said you've made arrangements like phoning the takeaway company and
Doesn't
getting a
work.
market on.
Doesn't work.
Eh?
They still come out.
Aye. Listen, I don't disagree, it's a nuisance. It's a pain, obviously. But like you said, a lot of that's